Divine Feminine Educator this morning. Boy, oh boy, life is wild, as I always say at the beginning of the video, but it's just getting real. It's getting real. And what I want to talk about in this video is, what do you need to let go of in order to lead with love? And also in order to have healthy relationships. So do you even know how to have a healthy relationship? Well, what is a healthy relationship? I mean, what we have in our society, what we have in media, on TV, is all kind of illusionary of what, I can't even remember the name of that one show, not Hollywood Squares, but where they were all in an apartment complex and they all looked really cute and sassy, and they were having these cute little, it was like a soap opera TV show. But is that what we've been role modeled? And all the gossip that's going on behind the scenes, is that what we've been role modeled that healthy relationships are? I had amazing parents, yet they still also they role modeled some beautiful things, some beautiful aspects of love. However, they too could have had greater self-esteem, more healthier boundaries, and a deeper relationship with themselves, and knowing what their yes and what their no is. My mother actually died of an early death because she gave too much of herself and didn't include herself in the equation. So think about this. What do you need to let go of in order to have more love in your life and have healthy, because really, what is love? Love is making your relationships important. Everything else, and your health, your relationships and your health. Right now we are in such confusion. Everything's just as clear as mud. And the more you look, the more you get confused. The deeper you look, the more it seems like you just go down a rabbit hole of trying to figure out what the is going on, right? And even trying to figure it out. All I know is that what's important to me is love. And what's important to me are those people in my life that matter. And so what dysfunctional ways are in your life? Like, for example, are you in a cycle of loneliness? Are you in a cycle of overeating? Are you in a cycle of over drinking? Are you in a cycle of arguing? Are you in a cycle of trying to prove your point to someone? I wish they would just get it. Stop. Because really, step back and just start allowing the love to come forward. If we're in a state of resistance, you're not in a healthy situation. Yesterday was a real challenging day for me. And so what I do is I just laid a beautiful little fuzzy blanket out in the middle of the living room, and I just laid down on my back, because the more you try to force something and make something happen, the more you're actually squeezing it out of your reach. And that's the same thing in relationships. So how do you have healthy relationships? You have healthy relationships by moving into your yes, not trying to make someone be someone that they're not. There's a lot of unhealthy relating that's happening, and it's kind of like as a standard rule in our culture. Marrying someone for what they can give you. And yes, love can be magic, the combination between two people. But let me tell you, when we come together in relationship, there is some magic lock and key that happens. It's like, this person needs to learn exactly this to grow spiritually, and this person needs to learn this exactly to grow spiritually. And the typical paradigm is the woman needs to learn how to not micromanage. I mean, this is just one example. Not micromanage the guy, and the guy needs to step up into his own feminine. Be more available emotionally. So she's trying to control him and get him to show up, and he is, that she's just getting, it's just getting out of reach. That's just one example. What is it for you? I'm beginning to think love is a tricky thing. But if you want more love in your life, then you need to let go. You need to let go of those things that are keeping you from love. And those things, you can feel them in your body. They're contractive. They don't make you feel good. And if you're deciding from your head what love is, that's not going to get you there. And most of us don't even know what being in your body is. Let me tell you, my most favorite thing to do, if I can get there, like what do you do when you're stressed? Well, I have to stay on that track. The most favorite thing I love to do is just to be in my body. And I know that most people don't even really know how to be in their body. We're living in our heads. That's the world that we have been brought up and raised in, is a very heady existence. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? It doesn't need to be proof. I can feel it. We have lost our sentient abilities, and now is a time for us to get them back. Then you'll start feeling true love. So my favorite thing is just to lay down and just surrender into Mother Earth and just feel into my body and get out of the craziness of my head. And then I set myself up to attract in beautiful things, beautiful relationships, one of the funnest things I like is when things are going real bad, is to just go to stillness and feel that emptiness, feel that, that there's nobody there for me. And then just allow that to be without any judgment around it and not stay in my head. And then just be in my body. And see what happens next. Like just stay in that space of, well, here I am. And not trying to force anything, not trying to make anything happen. And then what's so fascinating is that when you do that, you get to see what actually comes in. It's powerful. And I think that is love. That is working with the positive energy, which is love, instead of trying to push it into manifestation. I hope this has been helpful. And look at what you can let go of. Those things that are causing you tension and frustration. And step into a place of openness. And see what happens. See what relationships come your way. See what changes in your existing relationships. There's plenty of love to go around. You just need to let it in. So I want to encourage you, if you want healthier relationships, if you want more love in your life, if you want to feel less confused and frustrated and lonely and more connected and alive and juicy in your life, take the love quiz. Just start there. Take my love quiz and see where you might find what you really need to let go of in order to let more love in. Click the link, take the love quiz, and I'll see you there. Have a beautiful day. Oh, and if you enjoyed this, share it. Share the love. All right, have a beautiful day. Namaste.